Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Oh yes, haha, once again, new Finch knife day. Very, very cool, but there's something a little bit different about this Finch knife. Well, a couple of things, actually. But I honestly kind of missed this whole thing coming about. Now, it wasn't highly publicized at all. And on a recent SKL, I'm pretty sure it was Zach, we were kind of talking about the new Roadrunner that was coming out in April. We will see that one later. But he brought this up and was like, "Have you seen this knife?" And I'm like, no idea. So they snuck this one in on me. The reason they snuck it in on me, and it wasn't so highly publicized, it's actually an exclusive to their website, kind of a low run. So, low number run, I wouldn't exactly call it limited edition or anything like that, but just a low number run that they put out on their website only. The other thing that is cool about this one is the Avalanche. That is what I'm talking about. M390 steel, very nice. This is their first knife made in Italy, and it's actually sort of a tribute or inspired by the Italian Alps. So, I mean, you guys know that's kind of what I like about Finch. It's just the different inspiration that they come up with in their knives, and the boxes are super tight and they're hard to get open. I guess I probably should have had it out already, but okay, there we go. But yeah, the first Italian made knife. Fox Knives OEM this for them. So very cool. I'm digging it. And oh, there they go. I was like, wait a minute. I know there's other stuff in there. There you go. Awesome. Look at that. That is too cool. Love that sticker. Finch, Italy. Got a picture of the Alps on the sticker. Of course, you get the regular sticker, the warranty card, the Band-Aid, and I just grabbed the first one I grabbed, and this one is, what do we have here? The Granite Ute Micarta. Very cool. Now, like I said, M390 steel on this one. Very cool. It's sort of that granite or gray. Very nice. Made in Italy. Well, that's kind of cool. We've got the little protector there. Well, we'll just leave it on for now. But very interesting design. Kind of, sort of. Gunstock-ish. It's not a true gunstock. But, you know, I mean, it just kind of has that initial appeal to it. M390 steel. Titanium body, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say here. Oh, I better look at that. Make sure. But I believe it is a titanium body. I believe I read that. But I will verify. Don't take that for gospel at the moment. But flipper, frame lock, and it's really, I think, one of their first true frame locks. You know, most of the time they go with the sort of the bolster lock. But, ooh, nice flip. Action. Not bad. Probably needs a little bit of juice. But a nice, straightforward. I'm going to go with, it's got a slight clip to it, but it looks more like a drop point to me. You have the Finch logo. You have the Avalanche on the blade, M390. Again, no shield. They've got it on the blade. Let me see here. Oh, I like my fingers, my index and pointer middle finger fit right in that groove. Sort of like I said, the gunstock-ish style. Feels really good in hand. Again, smaller knife. But yes, like I said, working overtime for these, and I was working that crazy schedule, and I just completely missed that this was coming out. Again, you know, in talking with people, it wasn't overly publicized. So, here I am, trying to help get the word out. And we've got all the other stuff in the box. I'm going to open all three of them. Yes, when I found out, TGFO, thank God for overtime. TGFOT, I was able to pick, there's 3 different versions. This is, Chianti, that's what it is. Burgundy micarta, Chianti. But I like this one. Now this one's got the blacked out. Well, not completely blacked out, but black blade, black hardware. Nice. Detent's a little bit lighter on this one. Not too bad. There we go. Just a little bit lighter. Again, frame lock. We'll do our spec check and stuff. I'm just going to get them all out here and look at them. Now, it's interesting that we've seen on the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 models, they've gone away from the shield. Now, I don't know if that's going to continue. As I've mentioned before, Spencer said they were planning on doing a few models without the shield on them. Which, I mean, and I know some of you really like the shield. I do too, you know. I have no issues with the shield. But they may go away from it. They may not. We'll have to see what this new button lock. I ordered these from the website. They did not send them. I ordered these, but they were very, very generous and did send out one of the upcoming button lock Roadrunners that we will take a look at here in the near future. And this is Ivory, right? Ivory micarta. Frostbite, yeah. The name is Frostbite, but it is Ivory micarta. And this one's got sort of a blue. It's got blue on most of your metal, the frame with the silver hardware. There we go. Now that's a nice one. Yeah, nice D10 on that. Very cool. Like I said, this one was a little lighter. They kind of worked their way up. Not bad and not loose. Just a little bit lighter between them. I know that's probably going to bring up some talk. You know, the Avalanche on the blade. I'm sure some people might not be crazy about that. Doesn't really bother me a whole lot, to be perfectly honest with you. Something different. And maybe that's why they went with a low run, just to kind of test things out. And obviously, I mean, I talked to Spencer. Oh, goodness. That was back when they were at Blade Show. What was that? 3 years ago? And, you know, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing coming from them now is stuff that they were just kind of talking about back then, you know, in the planning stages and stuff. You know, they've got the new Lockback series coming out. And those, you know, were something they were talking about back then. They're kind of patterned after mobsters. So we're seeing that. They were talking about possibly doing something with Fox at that time. And lo and behold, here we go. We have their first Italian-made knife with Fox. So very cool. So there you go. There are your 3 different Avalanche knives. 3 different versions. Granite, graphite, granite, graphite, granite. Frostbite is the ivory. Chianti, of course. Is it graphite or granite? Doggone it. Granite. Okay, granite. I don't remember granite. All these are coming in at $149, so $150. They are exclusive to their own website. They're not dealer wide or anything like that. So, you know what? I'm going to move these 2 out of the way. Actually, I'll close them up so I don't hurt myself, because that would be kind of silly. And we'll do a quick spec check on this. So, again, it's a smaller knife. That's kind of what Finch has been known for. So I'm coming up with just over 7 inches, 7 1/8 maybe. You've got about 4 1/4, 4 3/8 on the handle. We'll go with 4 3/8 because it looks like we're coming up with about a 3-inch blade, and then your cutting edge is going to be just shy, more like 2 7/8. Grip length is coming in pretty much right at that 3 1/4, and that's the way my 3.5-inch hand fits on it. So, I mean, my fingers land pretty good. These 2 are landing very nicely in that groove for me. I like that. I'm very happy about that. You guys know, sometimes with these little bit larger grooves like that, they can kind of rub me the wrong way. They have on other knives. This one, not bad. 2 fingers fit in there. Very nice. It's got a good feel in hand. Action on them are pretty good. Detamp might be a little light for some people. See? Well, that one. I had my finger on the frame lock. Got to get used to it. The detamps are a little bit lighter on these. They are. From some of the previous Finch models I've seen. The detamps are a little bit lighter. That one's pretty darn good. The Chianti is a little light. That one's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Got to make sure I'm not on the frame lock. Yeah. This one's just a little bit lighter than the other two. See? Did it again. A little bit lighter. But overall, not too bad. I keep putting my finger. For some reason, I keep getting my finger. There we go. I got to watch my finger on the frame lock. Definitely is a little bit lighter, though. Yeah. I wish that one was just a little bit more solid. Kind of like the ivory. So, oh, what's the weight on it? Give you a weight. Give you a size comparison. 80 grams or 2.8 ounces. We'll see what it fits in the pocket. It's got that protector on it, so maybe we'll knock that off. So it does stick a little bit out of the pocket. Not too bad. A little bit. Oh, it's still there. Thought I would pull it off. We'll get rid of those. Let me see here. Nope. It's going to take some work. I'm not going to do it make you guys wait. But, I don't know. I like the design. Of course, I like the inspiration and everything behind it. And I like that they reached out and, tried a different manufacturer. We'll see if they continue with... If they collaborate again with Fox. You never know. It might come up. I will say that the detents on these feel a little bit lighter than what I've seen on most Finch knives. Could that be, well, obviously, and this is a different manufacturer, so that could obviously play into it. Like to see them just a little bit stiffer. A little bit stiffer detents on them. But, you know me, I like Finch. I like Spencer and Steve. I like what they do. So, will it continue? Yes. Yes, I'm sure it will definitely continue. So, they also, I will point out, they also have a new version of the Undertaker out there. How they do sometimes, they send a few out and get the blade etched or lasered. They do have a new Undertaker on the website as well. And it's got the Jack Skellington. I believe I looked a couple of days ago and there was like 5 left. They do very small batch. They do like 10 or 12 of them when they do them. So, I know those Jack Skellington knives have been fairly popular when they do it, when they get the face etched on the blade. And yes, I do have one of those coming. I have ordered one. It is what it is. But they're very low those are very, very low numbers. Like I said, they take some of the stock they have. The cool thing about it is when I bought mine, I think the regular Undertaker, it's the white and black fat carbon. I forget the name of it right off the top of my head. The regular ones were 220. These are like 180, 189, something. So they're actually less than the regular Undertaker. So there you go. Check it out. There'll be links down in the description. There'll definitely be a link to the Avalanche down there. If you want to check it out further, please do so. And you can go check out the new Undertaker if you'd like. But thanks a lot, guys. Very, very happy. New Finch Knives Day always makes me happy. You'll be seeing these in my carry very, very soon. Like you'll probably see it in my carry before you actually see this video. So there you go. But thanks, guys. Greatly appreciate you stopping by, checking out Finch's first Italian-made model from Fox Knives. Greatly appreciate every single one of you that stops by this morning. As always, have a wonderful, rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.